I'm really proud of this logo animation that's been being shown in European or German movie theaters. Even if you open Netflix or Amazon Prime in this region and play a movie like John Wick, you'll sometimes see my opener, which I animated 16 years ago. But creating just for big brands? No, for me, those days are over. This was my first complete 3D animation I created in 1998, based on two of the most famous brands worldwide. This was the ticket into one of the biggest ad agencies where I designed Snickers' first website in Germany. I wanted more and studied at Film Academy Baden-Württemberg, where Academy Award-winning VFX artists for Independence Day graduated. With this animation, I got my degree in 2004 and started a job where I created tons of broadcast designs for international TV and other big brands. And even later, as a motion design freelancer, I hunted one brand after another to animate super creative things. I flew business class, visited SIGGRAPH San Diego and the CNN Journalist Award ceremony. I resided at Ritz-Carlton during Cannes Film Festival, sat in a Mustang convertible cruising through Hollywood, attended a meeting at Disney Channel, and participated in highly budgeted and creative projects awarded at Promex BDA New York. Stop. Is this still what I want now? My work is not always creative, it's just another day in my life as a creative freelancer. Surprised? I'm not using a Mac. It's Wednesday and my working day just starts now because I just came back from my parents' house. They live about 700 kilometers from me. We celebrated 3 important things. Number 1, the wedding of my youngest brother. Second, the 70th birthday of my father. And number 3, and in 1 kilometer, I'm gonna reach the 300,000 kilometers mark. 300,000, got it. Checking my emails now. Oh gosh, I have a video conference in 1 minute. The video meeting starts at 9 a.m. and oops, it's already 9. Almost missed it. Hi Andreas, ich versuche dich da so gut es geht zu unterstützen. Wegen der anderen Geschichte, diese Deutsch-Übersetzung, das kann ich dir jetzt gleich schnell machen. Also, ich kann es öffnen und mir da Sachen rausziehen, aber so wirklich bedienen eher nicht. Basically, the meeting was about rendering a still image for a 360 application, and the thing is that my client uses Blender and I'm a Cinema 4D guy, so I have some struggle to handle Blender. But I think in the long run it's good to learn Blender because this is a 3D software that's growing in popularity. So not a bad thing. Genau, du schickst mir einfach und ich wurschtel mich da durch und wenn ich Fragen habe, so, keine Ahnung, Text kleiner, größer, aber ich denke, das ist alles selbsterklärend. Ciao, bis demnächst, servus, ciao. Oh, the meeting has ended and thank God it wasn't a video conference because I didn't have time to set up my webcam and as always, I look so tired. I didn't even have time to have a breakfast. It's already 10 a.m. Croissant and a big cup of latte macchiato. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I don't think so. Excellent. Excellency, and that's the point. Right now, I'm modifying a text for a client. My client wants me to create the German version of an animation that I created a couple of months ago. What I want to say is that my average day doesn't only consist of creating super award-winning stuff. I would say that modifying text, replacing a logo, creating social media versions of your animation is 90% of my bread and butter. Hier der Download-Link. Please find below a link to the animation.
Bin gespannt auf euer
Looking
Feedback.
forward to your feedback.
Viele Grüße,
Best,
Michael.
Michael. There are days when your client wants some high quality stuff by tomorrow, which usually takes a week to create. In German it's called Feuerwehrmann spielen, to act like a fireman. And because I'm just doing average stuff today, I allow myself to have a little run. By the way, one of the advantages to be a creative freelancer who works from home. obstacle. What a nice lake. This is really worth stopping my run. Okay, let's move on. And after an exhausting run, this epic view is my reward. I should erase this with content-aware fill. And what I mean with what I said before the run is creating average stuff means less pressure. Okay, there's no feedback from my client yet. And that's why it's now time to get something for lunch. Well, I shouldn't tell anyone that I haven't showered after my run, but luckily, everyone wears a mask. Well, the thing is, when you have so much pressure, you tend to lead an unhealthy life. Not so good. It's definitely healthier. Chicken, zucchini, eggplant, sweet pepper. I won't show you my cooking process because I'm not as good in cooking as in After Effects. I had lunch, I had a fresh shower, same clothes though. My client hasn't sent me a feedback yet. Still, I want to have projects to be completed very quickly, but I can now make use of the time to move on to the next task. Now in 2021, it's more satisfying to me to animate local brand logos like this, or this one. But let me explain this later. Today's task is to animate this logo. It's a super low budget project, but I like it. And I thought I could be economical and save a lot of time if I used a gradient ramp with a posterize effect to create a luminance mask that slices the logo type animation into two groups. And by using the time displacement effect with another black and white map, I could stagger and offset the animation of each letter without using thousands of layers. To be honest, I'm not satisfied. I decided to divide the logo into single layers to have more flexibility. This looks far better now. My initial idea was not bad, but somehow the letters interfered with each other. I thought I would save tons of time with it, but actually it took longer than expected. That can always happen. Luckily, this is just a small project. There is no deadline and I'm allowed to experiment a bit. It wasn't a waste of time. I could use it on another project that fits better. However, sometimes these are brilliant ideas for After Effects tutorials that originate from these kind of real-life projects. Then I animated some strokes to reveal the grid and to ignite the logo reveal, created a special logo animation for the letter O, and finally I let each letter glow. I think I'm confident enough to send this version to my client. There's definitely feedback to come. A client has always some feedback, so it makes sense to stop here and wait for further feedback. I'm gonna put some sound on it, some music, because I never send a version without sound, because sound makes a better impression on the client. Okay, send via WeTransfer and transfer to client. Feedback from 2 clients pending. Let's call it a day. In an average day like today, without any stress, without any pressure, you can do far more important things.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Lulu! What would you like to do today?
Why not go to the lake, man?
Lake, that's a good idea.
Do you need money for something? Do you need money for something?
No, why should I need money?
For slushie?
Man, this is really one of the best places I can think of. Don't get me wrong, you should have big goals and take the hard road to improve your skills, to learn how to be creative under high pressure, and to recheck over and over again if you're still on top of the right mountain. Some creatives seem to keep up this fast pace forever, but it comes at a price. I still do create big brand stuff to train my creative muscle and to stay attractive as a freelancer. But I came to a point in my life where I wanted to shift my focus to something else, or to someone else. Here's your board.
Jeez. Thanks. You're the best.
This could be a stormy cloud and I should go into the water before it's too late. And to lead a balanced life, I decided to move on to clients who could be your good neighbor and who genuinely make you feel being a great help for their small businesses. Alright, feedback must have come in. Hello Michael, we're happy with the animation. Hi Michael, this logo animation is exactly what we were looking for. The project is completed. Thank you very much for the great job. Thank you once again for your great and dedicated support. There is a certain kind of award that makes me fulfilled today. An honest thank you. Danke. It's cold, it's windy, isn't it? Is it cold, Lulu?
I wanna go home.
Okay, let's go home. So this was an average day in my life as a creative freelancer.
This is Daddy walking through nature. Here.
So, I hope you liked this video. See you next time.